Well, the defense was there tonight. The Raptors hold Miami to just 81 points en route to a 101-81 final. The Raptors' record improves to 6-9 on the season. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Raptors Nightcap. Randy Urban alongside Paul Jones, Sherman Hamilton, and Leo Rautins. Hi, Leo. Remember me?
What's up? What's up?
Leo, the big man. Oh, sorry.
The big man. You got to start that again. Wow. There you go.
Jonesy, I'll start with you.
Why? Because I made your comment? Is that why?
Yeah. We're a team now.
No. That means I have to pass to you.
Yeah. Jonesy, no Kyle Lowry, insert Norm Powell, and Norm gets it done once again in this role.
Norm loves to hear his name called at the start of games, obviously. He just maybe his downhill mindset is working better at the start of games because nobody else has got it cooking the way he does at the start. I thought he did a great job getting the Raptors off to an aggressive start. I thought their demeanor, their disposition was better at the start of the game, and they knew they were going to see the zone. And I just thought, they attacked early. The pace was good. They forced Miami to play a little quicker. They got the ball up the court and got easy looks before Miami was able to get back in transition. Now, you had to know you're not going to shoot 68% for the entire game and that there was going to be a lull, but I thought they punched first and they established something at the start of the game.
Mm-hmm. Leo, whether he starts or doesn't, his game is noticeably different when he puts an emphasis on attacking.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think, you could say that for everybody in this team, but especially Norm. You got to be aggressive. You got to attack. And if you notice early in the game, he put the ball on the floor hard. When he took his jump shot, it was no hesitation. Got the ball, bang, let it go. And that's when Norm is at his best, right? He's not overthinking. He's just playing the game. He's reading the defense, and he's reacting to the defense. And again, I make the point that if you see the rest of this team, when they just start playing basketball, playing against the defense, meaning take what the defense gives you, that's when they all just go up to a different level.
Sherm, OG was doing that tonight. He came in 19 for his last 37 from three, 5 of 6 from downtown, season high 21 points. He's getting better and better every night, it seems.
Well, he is, and he's really, really knocking down that shot with consistency now. And I think early in the season, we saw him have those same shots available. Now we're seeing them drop with more consistency. But what I really love about OG and his progression this season so far is his ability on the defensive end. We're seeing this guy take a huge step on that side of the basketball. His anticipation, getting in passing lanes, he's so physical. His ability to get through screens and really disrupt the flow of the offensive player. He's just doing so many things that are so valuable on the defensive end. Now, he might miss that rotation from help side, but on the ball, he is very good at creating a lot of pressure. And then offensively, he's making shots. He's making good decisions. He's attacking. He's doing a lot of good things. And it just complements the fact that the team is playing better. That means a guy like OG, who's not necessarily the best at creating his own shot, he gets the help that facilitates his shot-making ability. And that's kind of where the game needs to be for OG to have a lot of offensive punch.
Jonesy, let's go back to the beginning of the game. Nick Nurse obviously not happy with the effort last time out. Completely different team from the jump in this one. What specifically were they doing differently to kind of set the tone?
I just thought they played with pace, Randy. The ball got up and down, and it forced Miami to play a little bit quicker. You could see that even on open looks from Miami, Raptors were closing out on them, just forcing them to shoot it a little bit quicker before they were just quite comfortable. Little things like that. And like I said, I thought Toronto established it early. I was kind of surprised that they gave up the big lead, but it's one of the hardest things to do, stay aggressive, play with a big lead. But listen, they showed in that fourth quarter, and when Miami tied them at 61, it was like they said their attitude said, oh, hell no, we're not going to give this back and let you do that again. And look, in the fourth quarter at one point, Toronto's 9 of 12 from the floor. Miami's 4 of 11 with 4 turnovers. But I think it goes back to what they established at the start of the game.
Leo, age-old question. You're the elder statesman of the group. How do you get better at carrying nights like this over?
You know what? It's a mindset, right? And you just create that habit of you're going to play one way. And I think this is what this team has been, right? What was the one characteristic we would all get when we were with this team? You travel around, teams would come in, every GM, every coach, everybody's going, these guys play hard.
Yes.
And that's really what Nick Nurse wants. I mean, what disappointed him the most was that there wasn't enough effort on Wednesday night. And you saw when they came out, and it was everybody, every single guy on the floor. That may have been Aaron Baines' best game. And what did he do? He just played with a lot of effort, right? So if everybody's bringing that, you're going to be successful. You're going to win your share of games. And now if you get hot, you get a little bit of a roll, you win even more games. So, I think that's really the key right there. Don't worry about makes or misses. Worry about how hard you're going to play, how many, what's hurt the Raptors. One of the indications are when you make mistakes defensively, you give up offensive rebounds. That leads to second chance points. Well, they turn that around. Why? Because they played hard, right? It's the hustle points that make the difference.
Sherman, they had that toward shooting in the first quarter. Second quarter, they had their chances to extend the lead a little bit, but weren't really able to do that. Went into the half up 14. Why do you think they're having so much trouble stepping on the throat of opponents, so to speak?
Well, I think when you look at this team, I mean, they don't have that guy anymore, so to speak, in terms of a guy who can just take it to them like a Kawhi Leonard could do. And this is a team really that has to figure out who they want to be coming out of halftime. They've got to figure out that first 3 minutes, they've got to be hitting hard. They've got to be a consistent, aggressive group and really try to, as you said, step on people's throats. I will say this too, in this game specifically, even though they shot the ball well early in the game, I thought that their defense really sustained them when Miami made some runs and they were able to kind of stop Miami from scoring when their offense wasn't going, and they got the offense going again. And I think that has to be the mentality through 4 quarters. I also think that when you talk about trying to be a team that's consistent and has that killer instinct, you're missing a guy like Kyle Lowry who definitely helps that. When he's on the floor, he helps facilitate that aggressive punch-first mentality and that playing with force idea. And he wasn't on the floor. But I just thought that as the evolution of this team continues to grow this season, figuring that out is going to be another step. We're seeing them take some steps in the right direction and getting some wins. Now it's about figuring out things like you're mentioning right there, stepping on people's throats, eliminating teams out of the game in the third quarter, getting your starters to sit for the fourth type of thing. That to me is the next step of their evolution.
Jonesy, what did you think of Siakam's game tonight?
As Sherman, Leo both pointed out, when you talk about the defense and playing hard, I thought Pascal played really hard tonight. I mean, he had some nice numbers. What I saw was the proper disposition on the defensive end. He was getting after it on the glass, took a charge, moving his feet, playing with energy. Those are things. And we saw him running the floor tonight. This is how Pascal made his name in the league. And we saw him get behind the defense a couple times. And it was all predicated on his energy. And I thought he brought great energy tonight. And in spite of things not always going his way, he didn't hang his head and he continued to play hard. And I think that says something to your teammates as well. This is the way I'm going to play tonight. This is, as a leader, this is how I'm going to play. This is how I expect you to play. We don't have Kyle. We all need to play like this tonight if we're going to get a win.
Leo, that starting center spot has been a bit of a thorn so far this season. Baines only had 3 points tonight, but I thought he played really well. 6 rebounds. He had those couple blocks. Did you feel like he's turning the corner a little bit?
Yeah, as I said, I thought that was his best game. And, give the coaching staff some credit. Last game he got a little bit of extended time, right? Here's a guy that goes from not playing to coming out, doing okay, but then getting a little bit of extra time on the floor, build some confidence up. Well, that paid off in this game. And I thought, you got to remember, I made this point on a couple other shows back when we were talking about this. If the season started today and Aaron Baines was in the middle and Pascal was doing his thing, OG was playing like this, and Freddie's rolling, Norm's doing what he did, we would have a whole different impression of Aaron Baines. Okay, so now that things are settling in around him and he's now had a chance to maybe get a little bit more comfortable, I think you're seeing a kind of impact he could have. Do they want a little bit more from him? Sure. but he was physical. He was aggressive. I thought he did a good job at Adebayo. He was trying to, just kept him away from the basket, made him try to shoot over him. And that's what they're going to need from him consistently.
Sherman, I thought Stanley was great again. He only had 3 points, but, his court vision was there. His defense was there again. You can really depend on him now.
Yeah, and kind of like Aaron Baines in this game specifically, I really thought Stanley, had significant impact at significant moments in this game. And again, when you're trying to look at the play of a Stanley Johnson as well as an Aaron Baines, you never look at the right column to see the point total. That's not where they're going to impact the game on most nights. They're going to do it on the defensive end. They're going to do it on the key assist, the right decision that leads to a bucket. Those are the things that you're seeing from Stanley Johnson with some consistency now. And then on the defensive end, he's so disruptive. He's in passing lanes. He's physical. And you can see his confidence growing. You can see him start to get his mojo back and start to feel like he belongs. And to me, it's just another option or weapon for Nick Nurse to throw out there from a defensive perspective. But more importantly, it just adds the depth to the choices that Nick Nurse has for specific situations where he might need that defensive guy, but now he can trust Stanley to be out there because on the offensive end, he knows he's going to be able to make a play, the right decision, facilitate offense and keep it flowing on that end and not have them play 4-on-5 basketball offensively.
Hey, Randy, there's just two things that nobody will ever say about you, what Sherm said about Stanley Johnson. He played D and moved the ball. That's crazy.
Leo,
huh?
That's cold, man. You've obviously never seen me play.
No, that's fair. That's fair, Leo. That's fair.
Appreciate you guys doing this. Next game for the Raptors, Sunday, 1 p.m. afternoon against the Indiana Pacers. See you then.
Thanks for watching. You can click to watch our last episode or to subscribe to the Toronto Raptors YouTube channel so you don't miss an episode.